He's my brother and your brother, and we want to know why this former rapper, hip-hop phenomenon, former bad boy, gone good boy, who was with the likes of Sean, P. Diddy, Combs, hanging out with all the celebrities, and he left that life to live this good life, the life that brought him peace. You're going to find out how he attained something that money couldn't buy.
Islam has brought peace into my life that I couldn't find, you know, living the lifestyle I was living in the music business, and it feels good to wish peace unto others once I've found the peace for myself.
Now, we are excited to hear this story because we get to talk to people who have come from all walks of life. You know, people have this misnotion that Islam is something just for the Arabs.
Yeah.
But when they see an American who used to be or someone who is an icon, people are looking up to you. You're singing with P. Diddy and the Bad Boy Crew. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, Bad Boy Records, Bad Boy Entertainment. You know, P. Diddy, Sean Combs, Sean John. You know, like I said, you know, on the outside everything looks good. You see the $100,000 cars. You see a lot of diamonds. You see, you know, for men, for the sake of men, you see a lot of females, and they think that this is, you know, this is a life. This is like, you know, paradise right here on earth. But the reality of it is, you know, I couldn't purchase peace. You know, I was probably able to buy a car, buy a house, buy a chain. Couldn't purchase peace. I found myself like, I can't find peace chasing this methodology. All the misconceptions that you see in the media about the Muslim, you know, all of these things were quickly getting dispelled, you know? And I started seeing like maybe the media is only, you know, establishing 3% of Islam. Because everywhere I'm going, I'm seeing just the exact opposite. I'm seeing streets you can eat off. I'm seeing people whose hospitality is just amazing. Everywhere you go, someone's offering you tea, someone's offering you dates, someone's offering you help. You know, people that are very less fortunate than the people I used to hang with. I'm hanging with multimillionaires. They got yachts, you know what I'm saying, mansions, penthouses, and things of this nature. And it's hard to even extract a cold soda from them. You know, and then to be around people who really didn't have much, were always willing to give, you know, and want nothing in return. You know, because they feel that their blessings come from Allah. The van being called in the city, like, just rang through the whole city. Everybody would just stop. You could hear people breathing. This is a song that I heard that was more beautiful than any song I've ever wrote in my life.
That's the Muslim call to prayer.
The Muslim call to prayer. I come from New York City. Everything's 24 hours. I've never seen anybody shut down in midday. You know what I'm saying? And all this is for the sake of Allah. All this is for the sake of God. And it's like, this was so consistent. You know, every place I went, I just seen this whole consistent practice of worshiping the one true God. And this was something that I was looking for. This is something I wanted to be a part of, because there's a lot of inconsistency the way people practice and worship, you know what I'm saying, God. And what I saw in the Muslim was very consistent. And I just couldn't, you know, I couldn't tear myself away from it. After a while, I started to see and study, ask questions. I would go to certain bookstores, buy books, and just found myself getting more and more drawn to trying to learn this culture, learn this lifestyle, and learn this religion.
All the rational, logical evidence, everything. Your questions were answered, clear proofs. Clear. No ambiguity, everything is straightforward.
Everything clear.
What your purpose of life is.
Clear.
What happens when you die.
Clear.
Where you're going.
Clear.
Everything is lucid.
Check.
Check.